Welcome to English 1301. My name is Carissa Bush and I will be your instructor for this semester. Now I am trying some new technology. I'm moving away from my podcast and moving more towards visually stimulating interactive sound visuals like what you see in front of you. So I am attempting to make a whole bunch of changes in the course as I have to change the course anyways for some state requirements, but that will be to come later. A little bit about myself. I graduated from Texas A&M University in 1999 with a Bachelor's of Art in English, and then I went on to teach high school English, primarily 12th grade, for the next 6 years. I received my master's degree while I was working full-time from Sam Houston State University in English as well. And then I had my family, my children, and so I stay at home with them while I still work part-time. Here's a quick picture of myself with my two boys. It will be an adventure all its own this year as I am going to homeschool both the kids while I am also working as well. So hopefully we'll see how well my adventure goes in learning and teaching at home as well as for the college. Now for this course, whether you take this course at here or you take it at a university or somewhere else, they have the same 5 learning outcomes. To demonstrate knowledge of individual and collaborative writing processes. So what that means is this is a change that the state made. They want to see students interacting with one another more collaboratively, as you would see in the workforce. So that's a big change. So there's going to be more working together with one another. With an online class, that does present some challenges, but it is very doable. Number 2, develop ideas with appropriate support and attribution, following standard style guidelines and documenting sources. In other words, write and be able to support your ideas. Number 3, write in a style appropriate to audience and purpose. So this is a broad text, but at Lone Star College there are a number of essays that we do have to assign, and also specific types of essays that we can choose from. Number 4, you're going to read, reflect, and respond critically to a variety of text. So we will be reading in the textbook lots of different examples, and how we're going to respond to those texts is through live chats and discussions, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. And last but not least, use edited American English in the essays. So these are the big changes that you may have seen if you have taken a course prior to a year or so ago. The learning outcomes have changed, and these are what we are targeting for the semester. You will see here that the point scale is on 1,000 points. It is very similar to what you would see in percentage-wise. So for example, 900 to 1,000 points is a 90 to a 100, which will earn you an A. And you can see that for B, C, D, so on and so forth. There are going to be a lot of writing assignments. Obviously, this is a writing class, a composition and rhetoric class. So you can see here the different assignments we have. We have an interview, we have a description, narrative, compare, contrast, visual analysis, problem solution, annotated bibliography, rewrite essay with research component, and your reflections. There will also be 2 tests. There will be live chat and discussions, which is part of your participation and attendance throughout the course. Now with those live chats and discussions, I have so that there is one more than what is required, so that by the end of the semester I will drop a grade of one of those. So if for whatever reason you miss one of the chats or the discussions throughout the week, if you did poorly on one of them, then that way you can make up the grades so that one of the grades will drop. Now, what is imperative in an online class is that you log in frequently. Okay, so very similar to a face-to-face class, you're going to be logged in for a minimum of 3 hours a week, just like if you were going to class for 3 hours a week. Now, what I would highly recommend doing is you want to create your own study space and time. It could be in a room at work or in a library. It could be potentially somewhere like your living room. It could be somewhere like your bedroom or maybe even your kids' bedroom. Wherever you choose to study, study in a place that it's going to be separate. And not only separate, but you also want to designate certain times, because I promise you, you'll be more successful if you in your mind look at your schedule and you say, okay, I am going to log in on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, because those are the nights that it works for me. I have the time, the energy to log in. Or perhaps you're like me and you're busy all day long and you're a morning person. I often get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so I can get work done before my kids get up. So if that's you, then decide, okay, on 6 o'clock in the morning, on certain days or every day, I'm going to log into the class to look at lecture material or post something on the discussion forum, look at peer revision, whatever it may be, whatever the assignments that we're doing. So create a study space and create a study time. That's what will help you be successful. The last suggestion I have is to turn off all of your electronic devices that are distracting. As this picture does such a great job of showing that instead of weapons of mass destruction, it's weapons of mass distraction. All of these social media can really affect your performance, and it makes it hard because this is an online class, so you are tempted to check your email or check YouTube or Twitter, whatever it may be. So my strongest suggestion is just turn it off, put it away, hide it for an hour that you need to get your work done, and you will be far better in the long run. So for this course, what I would highly encourage you to do to also be successful is you want to make sure you get a calendar, whether or not you use an electronic one or a paper copy, and write down all paper due dates, test dates for this class and other classes. You may want to highlight, put a reminder, write it in red, whatever works for you. With electronics, you can set bells, reminders, whistles, alarms. So find a system that works for you and stick with it, because that is what will help you to be successful, not only in this class, but other classes as well. In the course, you can earn extra credit one of two ways. First, you can go to tutoring, which I will be giving more information out via email, and you can go to special events as well. Again, I will be announcing those. Many of the special events you may not be able to participate in because they are on campus. Many times they are during the day, which I know many students, especially online students, work or have children and are not able to. But those are options available for all students. And again, I highly encourage you to go to tutoring. To get extra credit for this course, you can only go to tutoring for writing specific to the assignments in this class related to grammar or write help with your papers. But the tutoring is available for all subjects, and there are hours available in the evening time and on the weekends. So a lot of great options on every campus that may be nearby. Academic integrity is a really big issue. It's in the handbook. I'm required to put it on the syllabus. But academic integrity can be anything from cheating to plagiarism. These are instances that I get every semester. And plagiarism is simply using someone else's words without giving credit and without putting those beautiful little quotation marks around it and saying where that source came from. So it can be parts, it could be a sentence, it could be a paragraph, it could be a whole paper. So you really have to be careful, and again, we'll go through all of those lessons throughout the course. But the assignments that I assign, you you don't need a lot of outside sources. It's using your own brain, so don't be afraid to think for yourself. And then also, even if you've taken this course for someone else through Lone Star College, you do have to submit original papers for this class. Even if it's your own work, you have to submit something that was not previously submitted for another class. On the syllabus, you'll see all of the assignments, the due dates, and obviously that will be posted online as well as we go through the weeks. I will also be given a tutorial for navigating through the course that will hopefully be able to help you if you did not quite get the tutorials through the introduction. One of the quotes that I absolutely love, I found years ago, and I think it's so appropriate for this course. It's by John Jakes, and it says, "Be yourself. Above all, let who you are, what you believe, shine through every sentence you write, every piece you finish." So good luck this semester, and I look forward to reading all of those wonderful ideas and experiences that you've had in life.